What's up everybody, Sunkissed here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over a pretty fun build here. It is an explosive ordnance build and we'll be utilizing the Grand Finale, the Resolve Breaker, and a few other weapons as well that I'll show off. It's a ton of fun, it's really tanky so you won't down yourself accidentally all the time, and I hope you enjoy the video. Definitely let me know down in the comments if you like playing with launchers and explosive weapons, and I'll catch you at the end of the video. See if we can get the queen to wake up. I mean, yeah, I don't know what level that was, but we just one-shot it before it even popped up. Scorched Beast hunting. Because I believe it stays locked on like the whole time. So yeah, we were able to two-shot it there. Get her up here. Oh yeah, I mean it more or less just took her out already. Yeah, 10k damage. I mean, this thing is pretty ridiculous. Like the targeting doesn't quite, oh crap. With today's video, there's going to be a few different weapons that we're using, and the first one here is the Grand Finale, and this thing's an absolute beast. It's a named legendary Broadsider with the legendary effects 2-shot, damage while aiming, and damage resist while reloading, and you get an extra 10% damage with the fireworks effect that is native to this weapon, which, as you can see here, when it explodes, it I'm not holding the I'm holding a different Broadsider. When it explodes, it does firework effects, which is really cool, and Grenadier will affect the size of that. Now, if you're not going to use the Grand Finale and you want to use a Broadsider, I'll show you how to get the plans for that in just a moment, but here's the roles that I'm running. I'm running quad, explosive, weightless, and electricians. You could run polish for extra explosive damage, but I like electricians for the effect you get while you reload here. Oop, I'm not holding it again. I got to remember to be holding a weapon. But we get this shock effect when we reload, so it'll stun enemies near us. Now, the Grand Finale is earned by completing the Seismic Activity Nuke boss. It's a possible reward once you complete that. If you are going to try and spawn that nuke boss, what you're going to want to do is launch a nuke and make sure you hit Abandoned Mineshaft 2. A lot of people or newer players think you need to drop the nuke directly on Nuke World on tour. That's not the case. What you're actually going to want to do is make sure you nuke Abandoned Mineshaft 2. There's 2 possible weapon rewards you can get from that nuke boss, and the Grand Finale is one of them. I believe it's also tradable, so if you find it, someone could also be selling it in their vendor. So that's one way to get that. And then I'll show you in just a moment here how to get just the regular Broadsider plans. So to get the Broadsider plans, we're going to go over to Watoga Station, and they're going to have the weapon plans and one of the modifications you'll need as well. And you can see right here, we have the Broadsider and the Broadsider multi-shot canister. That'll allow you to go from having or I guess go from shooting 1 cannonball to being able to shoot 3 before having to reload, and that's definitely going to make a big difference, so you definitely are going to want that. And if you have the quad legendary effect with this mod on, you can get up to 6 cannonballs before having to reload. Not really sure how that math works out, but you know, 6 is better than 1. As far as the other modifications go for this, the most important one is going to be the heavy barrel, because that increases damage, and the heavy barrel is learned by scrapping Broadsiders. So if you buy the plans and you craft a few of them and scrap them, you'll learn the heavy barrel. Our next weapon here is going to be the Resolve Breaker, and it is a bloody replenish AP on kill, damage resist while aiming, and electrician, so it will do the shock while you reload. Now, the special thing with this is that it has the bloodied first star effect while also being a 2-shot grenade launcher, while also having cryo damage. So this thing is an absolute beast. It actually looks kind of ridiculous when you shoot. The explosion it makes is kind of crazy. Cryologist does buff it, so that's an extra card we have access to. Now, in order to get this weapon, you're going to have to complete various stages of the raid down here. You could get this potentially just straight up as an item reward, so you could get one added to your inventory, or you can also get the plans to craft it, and then you can get it that way. So in order to get the just regular 40 millimeter grenade plans, what you're going to want to do is fast travel to the White Springs Mall. And once you get to that, you're going to just run down the hall over to the Brotherhood of Steel vendor. Is that this one? Nope. Good. Keep going down for that. So right here is the Brotherhood of Steel vendor. And we can go over to the notes. And they should have the... Is it the auto grenade launcher? The auto grenade launcher right here. So go ahead and buy that if you don't have a resolve breaker. And our third weapon here is going to be a 2-shot rocket launcher. This is not a named legendary weapon. This is just one that I crafted myself. Typically 2-star is going to be your best option for explosive weapons. So this is just 2-shot, explosive, weightless, and then also electricians again. So we can shoot that, reload it, and then get that shocking effect. And I'll show you where to get the plans for the missile launcher. So there's no vendor that sells the missile launcher plans or anything like that. There is a guaranteed way to get that, and that's to complete a quest called Key to the Past. That is a quest that you should just kind of naturally come across as you're working through the Wastelanders quest line, or, you know, kind of known as the main quest line of 76. So just make sure you are going down that main quest line, and eventually you'll get the missile launcher plans. So our armor is going to be pretty important for this build, and it's going to be a full set of assassins, hardy, and through hikers. Now you could run like sentinels or something other than through hikers. I personally prefer running through hikers because then you don't have to run traveling pharmacy or through hikers perk card, so that saves you a total of 4 perk points within your build. So I just really appreciate that. This is Brotherhood Recon Armor. It will be one of the best armors in the next season. I'll go over how to get this in just a moment. But if you'd like to switch the alternative, I would recommend Civil Engineer Armor, and all you need to do to get that is to complete the Atlantic City quest line. Now, the reason we're running Assassins is because that will prevent us from doing a bunch of self-inflicted damage, and that is the reason why I'm able to tank essentially shooting a rocket or a grenade right at my feet, in addition to the less explosive effect there, which is hardy. Now, you don't necessarily need Brotherhood Recon, or you don't need Civil Engineer, but you definitely need Assassins and hardy. Or if you're a Ghoul character, you're going to want to run Ghoul Slayers, because Ghoul Slayer will also help protect self-inflicted damage from yourself. So again, just to showcase real quick, I'll show this again in a minute here, but I can pretty much tank all of my weapons here without an issue. Even the strongest one, which I think is technically the missile launcher, I can survive it all. Which normally that would definitely just insta kill you normally. Now, in order to get the actual plans for Brotherhood Recon Armor, you're going to need to complete daily ops and get a small chance of having the plans for those drop. So make sure you do your daily ops every day, or keep an eye out for when Minerva will have the Brotherhood Recon Armor in her rotating vendor, because you can get it that way as well. And the modifications for the Brotherhood Recon Armor is going to be in Vault 79. After you complete the main quest line, the Wastelanders quest line, just come downstairs to the command center here, talk to Regs, and Regs will have all the Brotherhood Recon plans, at least the mods. Again, you need the actual plans to craft the base armor from either Daily Ops or from Minerva. Taking a brief look at our buffs and mutations, I do run an explosive bobblehead when I have one. No need to run one if you don't have one. I just, it's helpful if you do. And then I also will run Psycho buff, or Psycho, not active right now, but that is the buff that I do run. And mutations, I have Adrenal Reaction, Bird Bones, Eagle Eyes, Egghead, Healing Factor, Herbivore, Herd Mentality, Marsupial, Speed Demon, and that will do it for the mutations. And I pretty much run this on like all of my builds. Taking a quick look at our actual build itself here. So here is the special stats. Feel free to copy this if you'd like. But moving into the legendary cards first, we have 5 special cards that are maxed out, and then taking one for the team. Now you could possibly run something else here, but this is personally just what I run. And over in strength, we have Strong Back, Bandolier, Pack Rat, Ordnance Express, and Arms Keeper, all just as weight management stuff. Now the reason we actually run Basher is because you can put a bayonet on the missile launcher, and it's actually pretty strong. You can 1 or 2 hit a lot of enemies, and you'd be surprised. So I just threw that on there for whenever I'm going to use the bayonet on the missile launcher. Over at Perception, we have Number Cruncher for damage, Down Ranger for damage, Tank Killer for armor penetration, Center Masochist for extra damage, Awareness for extra VATS accuracy, and Grenadier to make our explosive radius wider. Over in Endurance, we have Life Giver, Ironclad, Fireproof, all for tankiness. Munchy Resistance is just nice because I take Psycho Buff a lot, so it'll restore my hunger. And then we have Starched Jeans to keep our mutations, and we have Rejuvenated for extra benefits while we're well fed or hydrated. Not necessarily needed, that's just what I'm running. Strange in Numbers to buff our mutations. Team Medic, so when I heal Stimpaks, when I hit Stimpaks, my teammates heal as well. Just a kind of nice quality of life thing there. And then Travel Agent, so we can fast travel when we're over encumbered. Demolition Expert to buff our explosive damage. Cryologist to buff the cryo damage part of the Resolve Breaker. Batteries included, just so I can carry fusion cores and other energy ammo as needed. And good with salt so our stuff doesn't spoil. And we are running a reverse onslaught build here. This is honestly mostly so we can get a really fast reload speed, since one of the perk cards, where is it here? I think one of these gives you extra reload speed. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Plus 1% reload speed per onslaught stack. So we're going to set it between, we're going to have like 21 stacks. So this will give us extra reload speed and also help us get some extra damage here. Adrenaline, help us get some extra damage too. And Dodgy will just help us be a little bit tankier. Over in Luck, we have Bloody Mess to keep the theme of making things explode going on. Better Criticals, Ricochet, 4-Leaf Clover, Class Freak, Mysterious Saver, in case we do end up downing ourselves with the explosives. There's a decent chance that the Mysterious Savior will pop up and revive you. And Critical Savvy, so that we can crit more often. Alright, we're over at Sunrise Field. We're going to go ahead and test the grand finale first. Go ahead and join a team so we can get Strange Numbers active here. Go ahead and take our Psycho buff, and we also have an Explosive Bobblehead active. So, nice thing about this is you don't actually... Yeah, that just took out 2 of them. Thing is, you can just aim for torsos with this, or even just shoot next to it. And it does so much damage. Like, it's actually kind of absurd. It's such a cool weapon. But let's go ahead. Yeah, let's see if we can torso shot this one here. Yeah, 10k damage. No problem at all. See if I can kill one more enemy, maybe. Maybe not, I guess. Probably be able to get one hit on this Marlar Queen and then hit a crit on it. So let's see if we can wake her up here. Oh yeah, I mean it more or less just took her out already. Yeah, 10k damage. I mean, this thing is pretty ridiculous. Let's see how we do with our other explosive weapons now. So now we're back at it with our 2-shot rocket launcher. Again, what we have here is a 2-shot explosive, weightless, and the electricians with the quad barrel and the targeting computer. So I have noticed sometimes it is weird. Like the targeting doesn't quite... Oh, crap. This thing is ridiculous. Oh my goodness, this build is so fun. Sometimes the targeting doesn't work. So like if you switch weapons and switch back, it'll kind of work a little bit better, at least for the targeting system. So if you're ever having trouble, just, you know, do that with it. See if we can get the queen to wake up. I mean, yeah, I don't know what level that was, but it was just one-shot it before it even popped up. All right, we're at a test your metal event real quick. I just figured this would be a good chance to kind of showcase the resolve breaker and its potential for taking out kind of mobs in like large areas. Like I can kind of just tap this thing every once in a while and it'll take out the enemies that I need to. And since this build is so tanky, like I don't even have to worry about hitting myself. Like I can survive it. I mean, you kind of get flashbanged a little bit, but like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take off Grenadier real quick, just for purposes of not blinding everybody here. Go ahead and stim pack, and then just shoot right at her feet and take out this guy here. Yeah, no problem. 6,200 damage. Still reaches over there even without Grenadier. Like, we don't even have to aim either. We just shoot in the general direction, and it just annihilates everything. All right, we switch back over to the two-shot rocket launcher just to see, or missile launcher, to see how that does. I mean, it one-shotted the Soltrons on the final wave of test your metal, so if that doesn't tell you how strong it is, I don't know what will, but I guess we'll see how it will do against the legendary ones here now. Almost one-shots it. Two-shots it. Yeah, this is insane, man. All right, now for the real test here. Oh, what the hell just happened to it? Oh, well, I took myself out there. Well, the Brotherhood riflemen are just getting cooked. I mean, overall, it's doing really good damage there. See if I can get a crit on it here. No crit on it, but I mean, it was doing really good damage against the sentry bots. All right, we're over at the Grindstone Arch just to see how we can do against this super mutant behemoth here. So I don't imagine we'll have too many problems. So we did 3,200. Looks like we're doing about 3,200 a shot, and then with the crit, 5,600. So not bad at all with the resolve breaker here. Now we've came over to one of the Fisher sites here to really kind of show you how the lock-on mechanic works for the missile launcher. It's actually really convenient when you're Scorched Beast hunting, because I believe it stays locked on like the whole time. So yeah, we were able to two-shot it there. Don't know why I'm like slowed down here right now all of a sudden. That was weird. There's that lock-on feature though. Oh, back up a little bit here. Yeah, we're two-shotting Scorched Beasts without issue here. Yeah, this is very quickly become one of my favorite builds, without question. Thank you so much for making it to this point of the video. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe. And if you're on mobile, hype the video to help spread it to a further audience. If you'd like to check out my last video about 6 weapons you need to try in Fallout 76, check out that video on screen now. And actually later this week, I will be uploading another video with another pretty unique build with the harpoon gun. So if you'd like to stick around for that, look forward to that video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get notified when that comes out. Again, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.